it's nice having this car because on a difficult day, one of the things I like to do just to, clear my mind, just go for a cruise. So that's like, yeah, at night, just going for a cruise, windows down, there's really nothing better. It's just you in the car and nothing else is on your mind. It's the one place I can go where it's kind of a cure for my cancer because it's never on your mind. You're cruising, you in the machine, and it's awesome. My name's Andrew Lee. I've been diagnosed with stage 4 kidney cancer, and this is my Liberty Walk GT-R. I'm from Kensington, Maryland, near DC. Growing up, played a lot of sports. Was never really into cars until like the Fast and Furious came out, and then it was just all cars. My first memory involving a car, I was actually in the UK. I was in Portsmouth with my dad's college roommate, and he had a TVR, and he took me out for a ride on the freeway, and then we hit a $120. I think I was like 10 years old. That was nuts. Probably realized I was a car guy the first car show I went to. I think I was in 8th grade, and my buddy and his dad took me to the DC car show. Or the first car that I was driving around was a Volvo wagon. That was my first car. It had a turbo, so that's okay. Dream car as a kid, probably an R34. Just because of the Fast and Furious movies. Those cars were so awesome. The first day I found out, I was at the University of New Hampshire, and I finished my last final freshman year, and all of a sudden I had sharp stomach pains, and I thought that I had appendicitis. So I went over to the school infirmary, and they thought I had appendicitis, so they were like, you gotta go to the ER. Went over there. They weren't so sure if I had appendicitis, so I got a scan done. The scan came back, and it wasn't appendicitis, it was actually internal bleeding from my kidneys. So that I had tumors in my kidneys that were expanding, causing a hemorrhage. And then that night I was sent to Boston. I think I was up for 48 hours. They were doing biopsies and tests, trying to figure out what type of cancer I had. Then they found out that I had HLRCC, which is a rare form of kidney cancer. Unfortunately, it's stage 4 right now. It spread to my pelvic bone. Then they sent me to the National Cancer Institution at NIH in Bethesda, Maryland, where I was undergoing a trial treatment, which I'm still currently on today, and it's been working for me. It's held everything constant. The first day, I was in total shock. I remember that night, my dad was with me, and he was freaking out. It was chaotic the first night. I called my girlfriend, and she came to Boston immediately, and that helped a lot. But I mean, everything goes through your mind when you hear like that you have cancer. So you're just like, the first 30 minutes I was freaking out. It's just, why me, why me? You look at it like you have 2 options, sit there and feel sorry for yourself or go make the most of it. And I don't know, that's the way I've always been, is just make the most of the situation you've been given. And I mean, I can't complain because I'm driving this thing around every day. There's nothing to complain about when you're driving this car. I'm living my dream while I can, and it's awesome. My dad and I were talking one night after being diagnosed, and he was asking me what kind of things I wanted to do in my life. And so I was listing things off, and I said, buy my dream car, and he's like, what kind of car is it? I was like, a Nissan GT-R, and my dad didn't know what kind of car that was. And he was like, I'll look it up. All right, I'll check it out. And he came in my room the next day, and he was like, hey, let's get that car. And I was like in total shock. And then sure enough, we ended up at Nissan later that week, and drove home a GT-R a couple days later, and I was, I couldn't stop smiling. I still can't stop smiling about it. Like, it's nuts owning the car, especially being 20 years old. Crazy. It pins you back in your seat. It's awesome. When you get on it, the other thing I love about the GT-R, being the twin clutch, yeah, it just takes you back and you don't even feel the shifts. It's exhilarating, but it's a car I can't sit in and not smile. Like, you just drive it and it's just constant smiles. It's awesome. I had it stock for a whole summer, driving it around, and then I had to go back up to school. And I didn't take the car up there. And school was getting stressful with flying home for treatment and everything. So, you know, I was sitting there and I was like, there's gotta be a better way I can spend my time, do something car related. So, you know, I thought maybe if I did a full build on the car, turn it into a show car, you know, I could start raising awareness for kidney cancer. So, came up with the idea for a nonprofit, came up with the name DrivenToCure, and then got in touch with some guys for the build. And so, tuning wise, the car's full bolt-ons. We're making about 700 horsepower right now. It's got a Liberty Walk wide body on it. You know, I built the car to raise, I mean, it's my dream build, but I built it as in purpose to raise awareness. So it's an attention grabber for sure. The orange is for kidney cancer awareness. So I was messing around and plugging things into the license plate, and yeah, I thought of F cancer. Just wanted to see if it would be approved, and it said approved online. So I quickly got that tag. They sent it out. I like my plate, F cancer. I mean, it's been an awesome process with, you know, doing this all with my family, who has been super supportive. My girlfriend, my close friends, like everyone's helped out, and it's been awesome. We've raised over $200,000 to date, and all the money we raise goes towards the National Cancer Institution for rare kidney cancer research. The car community's been awesome. I knew that doing the charity through kind of the car world, it would help take off, because people appreciate the story, they appreciate the build. And I've met a lot of awesome people, and I don't know, when everyone has the same kind of goal in mind, like everyone gets behind it and everyone appreciates it. I've had a lot of cool opportunities, and I've met a lot of awesome people, car related, non-car related. Actually, one of the awesome people I met Ricky Fowler, who's a professional golfer. And he's got some nice cars, and I took him for a ride in this, and he loved it. It was awesome. I'd love to travel the country more, go to more events, meet a lot of new people, and yeah, I love putting smiles on people's faces, and I'd love to give some rides to people that are in a similar position as myself, try to make their day. You know, I mean, if you're going through something difficult, you know, like, you're gonna have your bad days, but try to make the most of the time that you can, and try to look at things with a positive end goal. You know, if you have something difficult like you know, terminal cancer as a young person, you can look at it like everyone you meet you can affect in a positive way with a positive attitude, and that's pretty awesome. Not everyone gets that opportunity to affect everyone they meet in a positive way. So that's kind of what I've been doing, which is awesome.
So what Sin City have done is they've created one magnificent car. And this is it, the BMW X2. It looks amazing to my eyes. I know some of you guys like your supercars and stuff, but for me, this is my supercar.